Look at that.
I want evidence that Silva's policies are a mistake. If you find anything, please let me know. So Revenants were made to battle the horrors that mysteriously appeared during the Great Collapse. Using the dead like that, even to defend humanity from monsters, is a massive violation of ethics. They sent those who'd already tasted death out to die again and again, and if they fell, more were created. Is that not the epitome of inhumanity? Were the living not enough for them? Are the dead nothing more than thralls to the living? No! We still have human rights that must be respected! I want evidence that Silva's
Watch yourself out there.
Nothing is more important than preparedness. The visibility is bad. It's man-made. Is it some sort of building? Take it one step at a time. So this is where it led. The enemy is lively despite the cold. I hope this short nap does you some good. There! Are these ruins of something? We cannot go back from here.
Yo! Bumping into you again here must be fate. I was just thinking about you. The path ahead is blocked by the Lost. I'm almost at my wit's end. This place is all different, too. The Lost are just the icing on the cake. If I knew it was gonna be like this, I doubt I would have come here looking for a place to live. Anyway, can you clear out that roadblock for me? I'd be ash before I could blink if I even tried to fight that thing. I'd be ash...
We can certainly use this. You've got sharp senses.
You took care of the Lost for me? You're a real pal. Now I can finally get moving again. Huh? You're glad I didn't get lost again? Give me a break. The whole place is all rearranged, so what do you expect? When I was still human, it didn't snow here. There was a military facility. It's all turned upside down, just like the place I used to live. Yo, how's the exploration going? You're lucky to be partnered up like that. I mean, I do have my little brothers, but I've got to look for a place to live on my own. Oh, I just remembered. The Hunter's been spotted a lot in places that have changed like this. You never know when he'll strike, so it'd be safer not to stick around, okay?
I'll be there soon. It's man-made. Is it some sort of building? Can you see me?
The Successor's crypt here has a similar pattern to the one in the dried-up trenches. If the crypt's pattern matches, does that mean the Successor's ability is also the same? I'd like to do more research on the potential for cloning as a method of fighting the horrors. But I haven't found any trace of the Successor here.
Look at that.
It's you again? Did you find any traces of the cloning ability? The Successor's crypt here has similar readings. The Successor there used their ability. There's a similar pattern here. So my theory... The Successor's powers are incredibly vast and dangerous. Even if I investigated all the Successors, there may be little I could do with such information. But if that knowledge leads to revenants and humans being saved from the horrors, I'll just have to continue my work as long as I can.
I want evidence Project Queen failed, and Revenants had to fight to clean up the mess. Many must have been driven mad by dying again and again, while others succumbed to thirst and joined the Lost. Fighting fire with fire has only turned our world to ash! I think we're close to the heart of the problem. We have a lot of evidence, but we just need a bit more. This isn't much, but please take it. It didn't help my cause, but it should be useful to you. Only a handful are saved, while the masses still live in hardship. Shelters are a fine example. Very few benefit from them. And yet he insists on wasting precious military resources on it. Is there no end to his foolishness? When an outside threat comes, it is the military's duty to fight, but he brought civilians into it. He used them as pawns, ending the lives of many, and he discarded them as soon as they'd cleaned up his mess. Operation Queenslayer. No one could forget that tragedy. I was there, and so were many of my students. For the sake of those children reduced to ash or doomed to wander in search of blood, I have to overthrow Silva. Only a handful are saved, shelters, and yet he...
So, this stuff is activated missile? With this, we can get to that potential shelter site. This is seriously valuable. I owe you, big time. Here. This doesn't come close to making us even, but it's my way of saying thanks. I swear, I won't forget this. I'll pay you back in full. You got it? A bunch of the people with me are weak, and if they got attacked by the Lost, it'd be all over for them. That's why I want to get everyone into a shelter as quick as I can. If we can get activated missile, we might be okay. We just need to hang on a bit longer. A bunch of the people... That's... If we can get...
There you are. Listen, I found the documents that should pierce to the very heart of the problem. They are being held by one of Cerberus's top revenants. They have to be very important. I'll get straight to the problem. The owner has joined the Lost and won't let them go. I have to see what's in those documents. Would you be willing to retrieve them? Here, this is a map that leads to the depths he wanders. I entrust it to you. Members of Cerberus who have fallen to the Lost are in the depths. Please, help me with this.
I do not like the look of that Lost.
Well, here's a puzzle. How do I get past this point? Oh, hello again. You know, the laboratory that I ran away from is this way. I'm so nervous about getting spotted that I haven't been able to take a step forward. It's pathetic. I want to investigate the successor traces past here, but...
This ladder is new to me. Sorry, I was looking at something. We can relax for a while here. I'll be there soon.
I'm doing just fine, thanks to you. I wish there was some way to thank you. I know. How about I give you this? I think it'll be alright if you take this outside. I'd be happy if it helps you out somehow. I'm doing just fine, thanks to...
Shall we go down? Heading there now.
Thank you so much. I really didn't want Mito to find me. Yes, it was. I couldn't stand his methods anymore, so I left. He is looking for a way to control the Lost, and successors who are in a state of frenzy. To do that, he artificially creates Lost and forces relics into them, regardless of their compatibility. It's been nothing but failure, and I had to watch as he discarded mutated subjects day after day. I do not disagree with Mito's stance that we need a method for resisting the horrors. The problem is in his experiments. He treats revenants as nothing more than guinea pigs, and I ran away, unable to do anything to stop him, which makes me just as guilty. So, now I'm hoping I can atone somewhat by finding some way to resist without making any more sacrifices. It's optimistic, I know. But I do not disagree.
Such a menace.